folks, it is that time, the time where I give you guys my pick for who I believe should be the next head coach of the Chicago Bears and the next general manager of the Chicago Bears. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button. Make sure to follow me on my social media platforms and hit the bell icon so you're indeed notified every time I drop a new video. All right, folks. Listen up. This is the most important decision the Bears will make for the next few seasons, deciding who is going to be the next head coach and the next general manager. It is going to be crucial to get this decision right so that you do not set the franchise back for the next couple of seasons or longer. So the Bears have been interviewing with a ton of different candidates. We know that. I've covered it extensively for you guys. Check it out on my channel. Multiple head coach candidates, multiple GM candidates, and I'm going to give you guys my pick for who I want for head coach and GM out of all the candidates that the Bears have interviewed thus far. And there's still more to come, but I've made up my mind. I have made up my mind. So here we go. All right, so here we go. We'll start number one with the head coach. So for me, after looking at all the candidates, the guy who I want as the next head coach of the Chicago Bears is none other than, can I get a drum roll, please? Brian Daboll. Yes, that is right, Brian Daboll. I need you to come on down and take the position. All right, folks, Brian Daboll, the offensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills. Why do I want him? A couple of reasons. Number one, did you see the performance that the Bills had against New England Patriots in the opening game of the NFL playoffs? They put up 47 points on Bill Belichick's defense in the playoffs. Yes, I get it. Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks, and he is very, very good. But Brian Daboll is the guy who literally creates and commands that offense. And he actually did play a part in developing Josh Allen, who wasn't very good his rookie season. Go look at the numbers. You know I'm not lying about that. He was not as good as he is now. So, Brian Daboll literally put on a masterpiece in that game. And folks, I'm not saying that game is the reason why I'm like, okay, hire Brian Daboll, but that was like the icing on the cake. Because this is a guy who, again, the offense he creates is the most QB-friendly, QB-centric offense in the NFL. The Bills throw the football, and they scheme a plan around their quarterback and his strengths. Let me repeat that. They scheme a game plan around their quarterback and his strengths, something Matt Nagy refused to do in his entire tenure with the Bears. And now that we've got a quarterback who has the potential to be a franchise quarterback, I will not be taking any chances with a defensive head coach who's going to come in and bring an offensive coordinator and then maybe another one and then maybe another one and switch it year after year. I'm sorry, you can't do it. That's why I don't want to go with Brian Flores, because of the fact that, again, he might do that. He might switch offensive coordinators every other season. And I don't want a defensive guy when we've got a chance to do something special with Justin Fields. So I need an offensive-minded head coach. Enter Brian Daboll. Again, look at this Bills offense. Look at how they structure it around Josh Allen. Now just imagine what he could do around Justin Fields. Folks, you got Justin Fields. Everything should be around the quarterback, about the quarterback. Don't mess this up, Bears. Don't mess this up. Get Brian Daboll. Get him here. Hire him. Let him build the entire offense around Justin Fields and his strengths and see how Justin Fields prospers. Because here's the thing, folks. The Bills have a good defense. The Bills have, a solid team. They've got all of the things in place. But Josh Allen is the main reason the team goes. All right? Same thing could be true for the Bears. You need a guy who can develop an offense around him. So, Brian Daboll, develop an offense around Justin Fields, the whole system structure, everything around Justin Fields. Like I said, the most QB-friendly system in the NFL is the Buffalo Bills. I want Brian Daboll as my next head coach. So that is the reasons why. All right. Again, a couple of other guys I wouldn't mind. Again, Brian Leftwich, I wouldn't mind him as well. And again, Brian Flores, I'm not saying I hate him. If there was a defensive guy to hire, it would be him. I just wouldn't hire a defensive guy. I just wouldn't. All right. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and pick Brian Daboll as my pick for the next head coach of the Chicago. Okay, and as for the GM position, who do I have for the Bears to hire as their new general manager? Can I get another drum roll, please? The guy is Rick Smith. Come on down, Rick Smith, the former GM of the Houston Texans. All right, this was a very, very tough decision for me. A lot of good candidates out there that I really liked. Ed Dotz in particular, Omar Khan in particular as well. But I got to go with Rick Smith, and here's why. All right, Rick Smith literally took a franchise in the Houston Texans who hadn't done anything. I mean, they were barely a new franchise, and he basically made them division champions, took them to the playoffs, won a couple of playoff games, and he turned the entire franchise around, okay? And since he's left, they've been back to being dysfunctional, and I get it. Deshaun Watson's been out because of his entire ordeal situation off the field. The point is, Rick Smith built the Texans into a winning team. And that is the key here, because what did I tell you I want in a general manager? I want, keyword, experience. I will take a brand new head coach, like I said with Brian Daboll, who's never been a head coach, but I will not take a brand new general manager. I want somebody who's done it. I want experience. I want experience walking in the building. Rick Smith has built a team before. He can do it again with the Bears. He's drafted guys or helped draft guys like J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins, Deshaun Watson. And again, he has built the Texans, who literally after a few years won 4 AFC titles, won 4 playoff games, and had all of their success under Rick Smith's tenure. Okay? And again, multiple years of experience as a general manager. So you'll love to see that. So Rick Smith is my guy, folks. And here's the thing. Him with Brian Daboll is the perfect mix because I get the experience, right, with Rick Smith, and he is the most qualified candidate by far. The reason I didn't go with the other guys like Ed Dotz or Omar Khan is because Ed Dotz, again, assistant GM, has not been a main GM for another team. And then Omar Khan, same thing, right? He's in a different position, a little bit more of a salary cap expert. I wouldn't mind these guys. They're actually the second or third on my list. But to me, the guy that I want, that I feel comfortable giving him the reins to change the franchise, to control everything, is Rick Smith, because I've seen him do it before. And I just can't take any chances anymore. No more of these new experiments and giving new guys chances at the GM position. At the head coach, that's fine, but not at the GM position. So Rick Smith is my guy at the GM spot because I want experience, and Brian Daboll is who I want as head coach. This would be the perfect combo to me. So that's where I'm at, Bears fans. Let me know who you guys want. Give me your perfect head coach, GM combo, and tell me why. Leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.